I don't care what you think. 17 flash gonna go in a blink. Hey, wrist got no thirst, like what do you drink? Last of the real, yeah, my kind be instinct. Bad little G used to drink from the sink. Whoa. No TLC, I'm too lit, we can't creep. Flight to Miami, I stay with that heat. Hopped on the jet, cause it's a
sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah. It's a sweet. What? It's a sweet. Yeah. What? Acting like we ain't the ones, man. Talk is cheap. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. It's a sweet. Get that boy out of there. We ain't playing no games, we playing for keeps. Yeah.
Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on the quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough, take another. Still plenty when you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them, this what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different. G-ski established. Better bow her head when I walk past the way your manners. As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it. Move past it. He turned this from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Focus you on live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it take for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it take for you that paper, now you feel different. All it take don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. Never feel different.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints' third-round pick back in April. It's Kendre Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Pats, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On play action, it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Completes it to Perry. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and we'll have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, set! Yellow, line. Set, cut.
And they'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Thornton, the motion man right. On 1st down, here's Mon. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Isaiah Foskey in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Mon. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But you look at this Patriots defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Judon, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Douglas. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll run for it with Evans. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Miller on the read option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So Carr departs, and on his Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number 1, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
One down.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. To throw, it's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Olave with his first grab, and he also has a first down.
His college teammate Garrett Wilson and the Jets won the award, but Chris Olave was very much in contention for Rookie of the Year honors as well. The only other rookie over 1,000 yards last season, he really looked worthy of that number 11 overall pick and a nice first down catch right there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Slant pass complete to Olave.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But he certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Christian Barmore. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So then 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game. So 2 missed field goals for them now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
He'll fire it deep for Rager. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick-6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away, and finds his way into the end zone.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. It's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
694. Hey, 734.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Here's Jones. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Come on, stay.
Good for our Patriots.
Red.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mond looks to throw on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Mond. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First down, New Orleans.
What down?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Later one.
Carr now to throw. Going right back to Michael Thomas. Now here's the timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Check White.
They'll try and run for it with Evans. Evans, fast footwork, and he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Completes it to Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Sliding out of the pocket. A throw on the money to Rager. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready. 10 cycles.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mon going to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that flag accepted. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Blue strike.
Mon looks to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. Jalen Rager, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
21. Saints nothing.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Just keeping the play alive. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kellen Mond with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Racing to the end zone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On play action, it's Carr. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much, but at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough.
At the 43-yard line.
Now Carr. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, 43 yards. And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Blake Grupe now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Mons throw complete to Rager. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Patriots, first down.
Fight, white.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Black shot. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. Ready? Go.
They go play action here. Mond. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Mond. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 2nd down throw now for Mond. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Back to throw again. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll look to throw again. Short pass caught by Henry. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a 1st down there to the tight end.
Eluding the pressure right. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Jalen Rager with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run it again with Kamara. Gets through, and now an opening. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
What now? Get down, get down.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, 31 yards. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off the play fake, Mond. 20! And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. He'll look to throw. And this is good. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Reagor from 6 yards away. And the Patriots continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on fourth down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mond now off of play action. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
22 needle. 6. Mega. Ready.
Here's Mond. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. We're up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
The Patriots come up empty on fourth down, and the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Miller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Carr. To the right side, complete to Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Saints first down.
Kamara up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play. I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Down.
2nd and 6.
We're good.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
One final try now for Carr. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.